Hey guys, welcome back to my channel again. My name is Aslan and today we are on day 54 of solving the object-oriented programming system questions with the help of Python. If you are very new to this playlist, let me give you a very brief introduction of what this playlist is all about. In this playlist, we have been solving questions based on object-oriented programming. We started from a very basic question on day number 1. We solved a very basic question on day number 1 and then we move on to day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, day 6, day 7, day 8, day 9, and so on and so forth. We have been increasing the bar like anything, and if you can see, if you will be watching my tutorial from day 1, you will be having a very clear understanding of object oriented programming. So today's topic to discuss and solve question is based on polymorphism. We have already discussed so many topics and so many concepts of object oriented programming, and today's topic and question is to discuss is polymorphism. I have already discussed a very basic idea of object oriented programming system, uh, that is polymorphism, that I have already discussed on day 51, and today we will be doing a question based on it. We have also solved many questions based on it. We have solved multiple questions, we have solved, and today we will be solving one more question based on it. So let's start this tutorial, and just before starting to solve this question, please do subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, press the bell icon button, and bookmark the playlist so that you can get the updates from the channel. So what we will be doing here is first we will be just creating a parent class. So what we will be doing here is, first of all, we will be creating a parent class. So let's read out the question. What the question is asking from us is to create a class called bank account with methods deposit at and withdraw, create subclasses savings account and checking account that overrides the withdraw method to apply different rules. Demonstrate polymorphism by using a list of bank account objects and calling the withdraw method of on each object. So what we will be doing here is, first of all, we will be creating a parent class. So we will be going step by step. So let's create a class called bank account. So this is our parent class, and we will be taking a instance attribute in which we will be putting a balance balance attribute, and we will be passing this as a variable that is equals to self.balance is equals to balance. After doing this, we have to create a method called deposit. So let's create a method called deposit and self here, and then we will be passing this, and then we will be creating another method called withdraw. So let's pass this method as well. So withdraw, let's pass this as well, and this withdraw method will be overwritten because for each individual subclasses like savings account and checking account, whatever the account type is, whether it's a savings account or checking account, it will be different, but the withdraw method will remain the same. So we can just write the same logic for deposit, but the withdraw logic will change from account to account. So on savings account it will be having a different logic, and checking account it will be having a different logic. So for us bank account parent class, we can just pass this value and we can override savings account, this logic in savings account as well as in checking account differently. So this has to be overridden, we can say. But if you can relate this, that deposit method cannot be overridden, right? Means it will be same for savings account as well as checking account. Both account type will have the same method, because we will be just depositing the amount in savings account and checking account, it will be the same. So we can just write a same method for both of them, so we do not have to just write in both of them, because it will be remaining the same. So we can just write it here, and we can just create a method in our savings account and bank checking account withdraw method, but we can and we can only put deposit method in our bank account. So we can just say that deposit in this method, we can just say that to deposit self dot balance plus is equals to amount, and this amount is to be a variable here, it has to be a parameter here. All right, so we have just increase the balance. If we just pass this method and put the amount inside the deposit method, it will be just increasing the amount by some value. So we can do it like this, and then we have to create two subclasses. So we can create two subclasses, class savings account, and since this is a method, since this is a parent, since this is a child class, we can just close it, we have to just close it by parentheses, and inside this parenthesis we will be putting the name of the parent class. So this has to be done it like this, and then what we will be doing, we will be just taking instance attribute. We need this balance attribute inside our child class from our parent class, so this has to remain the same. And then what we will be doing here is we will be creating def withdraw method, and we will be just not require this, because we have to just override this. So we will be removing this return super function from here, we will be removing the super function from here, and then we will be creating our own logic here. So uh, to create a logic in savings account, first of all we have to understand the logic, that how we are gonna withdraw, and why we haven't put deposit here, we have already discussed it, because deposit method will remain the same. If either it is savings account or it is checking account, it will be remaining the same. So we will be just overriding this. All right, so for withdraw method, what we have to do for savings account is, first of all we have to check something. What we have to check, uh, we have to check that if the balance self dot balance minus amount is greater than 0, and we have to take this amount here as well, and this amount should this amount means the difference between the balance and the amount should be greater than 0. If it's 0, if it's greater than 0, means the difference is greater than 0, then we can just uh, withdraw. Then only we can take out the money from our bank, else we cannot withdraw, right? So if the difference of balance and amount is greater than 0, then only we can take. So what we will be doing here is, we will be saying if it's greater than, we can just self dot balance minus is equals to amount, else we will be just putting a value, printing a value, and saying that you have insufficient balance. All right, so you have insufficient balance, and after doing this we are done with our savings account. Why we haven't put deposit here? Because if we will putting deposit here, it will be the same, because we are just increasing the amount. So we have only kept it for the bank account, and if we need it, we can just it is already inherited, because so we do not need it, and we will be not overriding it. And similarly we will be creating a class, so we can write it here, class savings account, class savings account ACUNT, and just put it a comment here. In fact, I will be putting a child class savings account, and copy this here and paste it here as well, and I will be just changing this to checking account, and replacing savings account with checking account, because this is child class checking account. And since again I will be putting child class, again I will be closing it by parenthesis, and inside those parentheses I will be taking the name of the parent class, that is bank account. And again I will be doing the same instance attribute method. And then after doing this, I have to apply a different logic here. So now in checking account, what we have to do, first of all, we will be having some uh, withdrawal fee. So we have to pass a variable withdrawal fee, because in checking account we may have some value, or we may have some withdrawal fee. Let's say 10 is the withdrawal fee. This is a withdrawal fee which can be changed. It is not mandatory that you have to put uh, 10 only. You can put any value. I have just taken a random value is equals to 10. Then what we can do here is we have to create a method called def withdraw again, and then again I do not require this super withdraw method. So I will be removing this again, and I will be taking a amount value here again. And now I will be checking uh, something. So first of all, what I will be checking here is I have to check something. And then to what I will be checking, I will be checking self dot balance. The balance should be means the difference between the self balance and amount plus uh, amount plus withdrawal fee. So withdrawal fee, and let's copy this withdrawal fee. It should be fee instead, fee, and it should be greater than, it should be greater than 0. So withdrawal fee, not free, it should be fee. And I can just put a bracket here to calculate them separately. So let's put a bracket here as well, and then I will be putting a colon here and pressing enter here. And and after doing this, what I will be doing here is I will be saying that self dot balance minus is equals to amount plus withdrawal fee. So I have to take this control C plus control V, and this has to come inside a function. The error was coming because it has to come inside a function, and I have to put a tab space here. And the moment I will be doing here, all the errors will be gone, which was coming here on the screen. Let me zoom in here so you can just view it more properly. Now as you can see guys, that we have created a method called withdraw. In this withdraw method we have a withdraw fee is equals to 10, and then we have a check, a conditional check, in which we are checking that the balance should be greater than the means the difference between the balance and amount plus withdrawal fee. Means this amount, let's say it's 1000 plus withdrawal fee is 10, should be greater than, so 100, it should be balance should be greater than amount plus withdrawal fee. So the amount is 1000 and withdrawal fee is 10, so it's 1010. So self dot balance minus, let's say balance is 3000, or you can say 2000, and if we subtract 2000 minus 1010, it should be 990. It should be, it is greater than 0, so it will be going through this method. Else we will be taking another check in which we will be printing that you have insufficient balance. Alright, and you have insufficient balance, and then we will be just also printing one thing which will be seeing that your transaction, your uh, your withdraw, your self dot or we can just say f string here, take f string here, and your amount, your amount of amount your withdrawal of amount of any amount is successful. Now as you can see, we have created a withdraw method. All right, now our methods are done. Our means we have created our class for both of the child classes as well as parent classes, and now we have to create a list of bank accounts object and calling the withdraw method on each object. So let's create an instance for the objects. So what we can do here is we will be creating demonstrate polymorphism using a list of bank account objects and calling the withdraw method on each object. So we will be just first of all creating some instances, and then we will be putting those instances inside a list, and we will be creating a loop, and then we will be running a loop inside from on this list, and then we will be just printing the withdraw method. So let's to do this, let's see. We have first of all savings account, and let's create it like this, and I will be seeing that savings account is equal to savings account, and then close it by parenthesis, and it will be taking a balance as a first, as only instance attribute. So it will be taking a savings account. Inside the savings account we have to pass one argument. So the argument I will be passing here is let's say savings account has 1000 balance, and checking account is equals to checking account again, and this has let's say 3000 balance. So these all both of these instances have different roles to play. First of all, it will be savings account has a different role to play, and savings account has a different role to play, and we can just create a loop, and then we can just put inside those loop the savings account and checking account, and then we can run a withdrawal method on both of them. So we can say that bank account is equals to savings account comma let's create a list, savings account comma checking account, and then after doing this we can just run a loop. So we can say that for account in bank account, let's run the let's run the method of withdraw. So with account dot withdraw method, and then this withdraw method will also taking some withdraw will also be taking some amount, right? So we will be passing, let's say, amount of 500. So let's say we have a amount of 500 withdrawal. So if I run this, it will be showing me two different values. So your withdrawal of 500 is successful, and we can just print this value. If you just print this value, and it will be showing me different thing here. Let's see. So it's passing me none and none. So guys, what is happening here is that we haven't returned that value, but amount dot withdrawal, with the moment I will be just writing account dot withdrawal, it will be just running this method, your amount withdrawal amount is successful, so 500 is successful. So we have withdraw 500 amount from the bank account. However, in this method of savings account, we haven't pass that such argument. So if you pass such argument in this type, in that too, we will be just getting the same type of notification here as well. So let's run this, and you can see the amount of 500 is successful, the amount withdrawal of 500 is successful. Why it's coming two times? Because in each individual method it is showing us the uh, 500 amount withdrawal. But if we check the balance, uh, we can just create another loop to check the balance. So first of all we are just creating a withdrawal. We can create a check for balance, because the balance was also the same. So what we can do here is, this was a withdrawal of 500. Now if we check the balance, uh, checking the balance in both the accounts using a loop. So for account in bank account, we can just say that account dot balance, and if I run this, and I have to print this value because we are not printing it, so I will be printing it. Print me this value, account dot balance, and it should be showing me two different values. First of all, it will be showing me 500, and then it will be showing 2490. So what we can do here is, we can just write it f string here, saying that f string double quotes and f string double inverted commas close, and then I can just put a curly braces, and then I will be saying that current balance and a colon, and let's see, you can see that current balance is equal to 500, and current balance is equal to 2490. So first of all, it was for savings account, and then it was for checking account. And if I run this whole code for before the withdrawal 500, it will be showing me 1000 and 3000. All right, so let's do that as well. So first of all, it's showing me current balance 100,000, and then it will be showing me current balance 3000 for my each respective uh, bank accounts. And then we have withdrawal 500 is successful, withdrawal 500 successful. We can just write it specific in from savings account, and from checking account. And if I run this now, let's delete this and run it again. See, it is showing me specific that from which account it has been from which amount it has been withdrawn. So it is showing me 500 has withdrawn from the savings account, and also 500 from withdrawn from checking account. But it was conducted deducted it has been deducted 510. Why? Because we have also put a withdrawal fee. So uh, as you can see that your amount has also been withdrawn, and also the withdrawal fee has been deducted from your account. So I hope you have understood this logic of polymorphism, and you were able to solve this question. So this was a very uh, good question to practice, and I hope you were able to solve this question. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you have any doubt left, please ask me in the comment section. This was all for today. Thank you guys for watching it, and see you next time.